Er ist so etwas wie ein Mythos, eine Legende. So haben wir es den Leuten auch erzählt. Aber ich wusste, dass er kommen würde. Und ich fand seine Spur. Eine Spur aus Blut und Geld. Quer durch das Land. Viele Jahre vergingen, aber der Tag kommt.
Basically, after Blood Money, we got a chance to look back on all the games that we made for Hitman and kind of determine what to do next. And we were actually allowed to start from scratch with technology, build a completely new engine for Absolution to support the direction that we wanted to go with the game. And the way that we want to develop the game as well, with the way that we set up the levels and the game mechanics, is all now possible because of this new engine, Glacier 2, that we made. Well, it's true that what we showed last year, where we showed this library from at E3, then there was like this citywide manhunt for 1847. But in the code that we showed today, he is taking charge, and now he is the one controlling the situation more. So there is different sections throughout Absolution where we kind of mix things up a little bit compared to the old games to give some more diversity and kind of flavor as the gamer kind of goes through the levels. The old games had a very rigid structure where it was quite predictable. You come to the new level and everything is pretty much set up in the same way. So we wanted it to feel more diverse as you played through Absolution, and it's also a much bigger game, so we have room to to do these kind of extra, you can say, setups. Basically, we really wanted to empower the player as Agent 47, and we didn't think that the old games really did him justice because it was very difficult to control him around, difficult to perform the different kills, and so we wanted the player to feel that it wasn't controlling 47 that was the problem and performing the actions. It was actually containing the situations and getting away with it. So you can say the difficulty and challenge is more on a strategic level than mechanical. Just your joypad or your mouse and keyboard is causing you problems. So instinct became a way for us to say, okay, we have this highly trained assassin who is supposed to be a master of his trade. For sure he must know who is around him and being able to predict what they're doing. So and with we have a new and much more complex AI than we had before. So they're also much more harder to handle for the player. So we gave them this tool that we labeled Instinct and say this is 1847's kind of his senses and his ability to kind of sense what's happening around him and predict what's going to happen soon. And it's actually not that different from what we had in the map mode in the old game, where you basically had like a god's view on the entire level, which you can then say that was also quite cheating. If you look at it in a puristic way, a normal human being wouldn't be able to do that, right? So it's not that different from the map if you look at it that way. And when it comes to being hardcore or not, obviously we want to make a game that is successful, and we know we have a very strong and loyal fan base that we really want to cater for, and but we also have an audience that is much larger than that, that would like a good experience. But so the biggest challenge for the team has been to make a game that in some senses is extremely hardcore, that will be more difficult to play than any other Hitman game before. But on the other side, the entry level to the game will be lower, so that if you just want to play it for the experience, that's what you will get as well. Yeah, I mean, it was great for us we actually got the budget to go to Hollywood and to giant studios to do performance capture, and it has really, heightened the kind of the quality of our story to get good actors to play all the main characters. And so we had a couple of shoots with them in Los Angeles, and they were generally very, very positive about the game, and they were very happy because they were usually cast slightly different from what they were used to from movies. So they were all coming to it and kind of seeing it as something new and fun, and where they could kind of play around a little bit more. So we also the performances that we got was really brilliant, and we're still, yeah, we showed a tiny bit of it today, but I mean there's tons more to show off, and we're really looking forward to seeing the reactions to that from the community. Well, the movie, it's interesting. It actually, when we were early days with Absolution, we did a lot of we tried to gauge the interest for the knowledge about the character, and there was actually a very large group of people that only knew about Hitman from the movie, and they were so this was kind of interesting to us. Is that yes, it did a lot of positive things for us because it heightened the awareness about the character and the franchise. So I mean, the movie is what it is, and we didn't have so much to do with it. And you can say that it portrays 47 in a slightly different way than we are doing it in the games. So, but of course, it's an honor for a little studio from Copenhagen to have your game idea shown in a Hollywood movie. So of course, we're happy that it happened. It's a very different way of writing stories. I mean, we used the screenplay for a movie as a template for the main story of the game, but the way that acts work and the way that you keep players' attention, of course, it works very different in a game when you only, in the main story arc, you only have them from bits and pieces here and there, and you never know if the player put down the controller for 3 months and then started playing again. He still have to be reminded what the hell is going on in the story if he kind of progresses. So the main story is, the way that it's constructed is more, it's there, and it's catering for kind of main information, but the more kind of interesting and juicy parts of the story is what's happening on the level as you progress through, as you've seen in the code that we showed, that all these little things that you can interact with and be much more close to is probably also what people are going to be more kind of interested in as they play through the game. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna answer it, but I was when the hell is this game gonna be finished? It's been a tough project, and we have a team working very hard at home to finish it off, and we just hope that we get enough time and enough luck, to finish it in the best possible way. So. Hopefully the answer will be this year, and now it's get it out the door.